Okay, where's the control room? Live streaming. Good, should be live now. Let's get the chat going. Let's see there. All right, let's see if this works. All right, that worked. So you can hear me, hopefully. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this thing dialed in. Get started in a second. I just want to get the live stream chat on my laptop. Bear with me. Thanks, man. It's a process. See, over here, work on the laptop. Just trying to get the chat. Be easier if I have the chat working on the laptop, but I can still key it in here. Here's the encoder. There's stream now events. Live dashboard. Surprised it's not easier to allow me to type it in, so if not, oh well. Oh, there we go. Yes. All right, we're good to go. All right. So I've had this thing for a couple of weeks now. One thing I wanted to point out, so I actually have it in a guest mode, which is kind of cool. There are multiple accounts that you can set up on it. And I currently have the brightness all the way up. So that's full brightness right there. And it's pretty bright. We had rain the last couple of days, but anyway, this is what I love the most. By the way, this is a magnet thing for a magnet mount in the car. So just disregard that. I don't use the actual adhesive in the back, is like so darn strong. But anyway, all right, let's go down the list of things here. So first is the proximity sensor, which is actually hidden right, if you can see it, right up there. So that proximity sensor, what I noticed, I'd be on phone calls because when I use the phone, I hold it up to my ear a lot. I don't usually do the wired headset because I haven't found a good one yet. And the proximity sensor on the case that it came with, actually, you'll see I'm going to fix this with a razor blade. Probably get another case eventually, but what I found is it was actually covering the proximity sensor. I can kind of show you here. So it would kind of show, but not really, and I think it was throwing it off. So when I would put the phone in my ear, it would actually be a problem, because it wouldn't sense that I had something over it. So it's supposed to dim. See, right now it's not really. I think I have to be on a phone call. Yeah, otherwise it's not going to do it. But if you're on a phone call, then it would. So I could dial a number and be careful not to show too much, or my cell phone would get exposed, right? So anyway, there was that. So that's just a little tweak, but you know, I've owned iPhones and also Samsung, which is actually right here. This one is pretty jacked up. I think you guys have seen some, if you've seen some of my videos with me biking, where it kind of fell off the bike. This is actually allowing me to stream on the GoPro camera live at 720. So thank you, the Samsung. So I've had a bunch of them. The thing I don't like about the Samsungs are these curved edges. Initially, I thought it was pretty cool, and they were going to do like news feeds and stuff like that. And it just became irritating to hold, and it was super sensitive. So I ended up not doing that. So again, the phone comes with, I feel like I'm rambling all over, so bear with me. Phone comes with this kind of a cheap case initially, right? So at least they give you something. It's a new phone, so there's not a lot of these, not a lot of case options on the market. And then it also comes with a cheaper lens or cover for the lens. And it's not the best because I already have a hairline scratch. So I ordered 2 new ones that they're actually like glass, you know, like the real ones that you get. But again, it's nice that they do that for a temporary. I mean, for $200, you can't go around. I keep doing the fingerprint, but I did them in guest mode. You don't need a fingerprint. So that's the other thing that's cool. If you wanted someone to borrow, the settings are here. So here's kind of your base settings. And this is like stock Android. So let's go and show you. So we'll go to System, in Advanced, and see multiple users signed in as guest. So there's me, the admin, and remove guest, because I've already added the guest. So it is kind of cool. So you could actually hand the phone over. Now I was testing it out. I can receive phone calls on this, and I'm going to test the phone call thing, or you'll hear that. We're also going to bounce into YouTube so you can hear the speaker. So any questions so far? I'll pause for questions. There will be more questions. And I'll get into these guys too. Pixel Buds. Doing so far so good. All right, let's jump into YouTube. So here is a audio playing with YouTube. Now, someone said there actually are 2 speakers, so it's playing obviously through, this is the loudest speaker. There actually is, it's not super strong, I'll be honest, but it does play a little bit out of the upper portion. Initially, I thought it was a single speaker, but just not as impressive up here. But overall, it's such a powerful speaker here that it doesn't really matter. It's still very good, for the price. So So let's play. This is full volume. Now I haven't found any, so we can minimize that. You can see, you can move it around too with, I think it's when you have YouTube Red, which I do. It's like, so you can see it's maybe slightly on the tinny side. I haven't found any adjustments in the settings for audio that would be related. It's got like an outdoor mode. And I wouldn't normally crank it this high, just so you know. Yeah, it's at full volume right now. So here's the sound options that you get. Media, call volume, ring. This is all stock Android. Advanced. It has an outdoor mode too, I think. Oh, there's the dial pad tones. I like actually hearing dial pad tones. Oh, sound enhancement. Yeah, this is it. Best loudness, volume booster for speakers. So this apparently will make it even louder, which is pretty crazy loud right now. So I think it lowered the bass and turned the treble up. So I guess if you're outside, like I'm having a hard time even talking, but it's really loud. So I'm gonna turn that off. It's a little bassier, but some phones actually have like equalizer option, right? This doesn't have that, but again, it's like, it's all good, man. It works really well. So for me, I would typically run it. Yeah, it is really loud. So you'll see the sound options here now too. Let's look at this. Oops. So volume up and down, and this little menu pops up, and this is new too with Android. That goes into vibrate mode. There's, you know, no sound at all. And that's standard, so you'll hear alerts and stuff. And then if I hit that, okay, that's an immediate down. So let's go back here and get the volume back up, or let's go to the next video. It's very dramatic. Let's not, I want something a little happier than that. Bear with me, guys. Okay, there's that playing. Okay, the other thing I was going to show you with this little side menu. I'll turn this down so I don't have to compete too much. There we go. It also has a really cool screenshot. You just click the power button. Okay, maybe not. You click and hold the power button. Yeah, that's it. You click and hold. And then it comes up with screenshot. And you just push that. And there's your screenshot. And it saves it. And you can edit the screenshot, delete it, share it. So original, it's got all the standard editing features that you get with Android. You can also, where's this thing here? If you want to trim it down, if you just want to like do a certain section, you can do that. Done, save, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. Go back to my video. There we go. All right. So that's the screenshot. Click and hold. So that's kind of nice. That is a weird song. I get distracted easily, I'll be honest. Not my favorite. Let's go. What is this one like? Oh, that's too much like an Apple commercial. Can't have, that's chill. We'll do that. Okay. So we went through the proximity sensor, the camera. We've had really bad weather in California, Southern California, and for some reason, low light is good, and I did take some low light pictures. They didn't do them any justice, but the camera, I don't think doing it, I can try it here in real time. Actually, I don't even know if I have authority in guest mode. I may have to bounce out of guest mode. Oh, camera, there it is. It just wasn't on my menu. Allow. Oh, check that out. Got like two things going on at the same time. That's probably not the best. Here, let's do this. So we should be able to take this and slide it down, and that goes away. Okay. Works on Verizon. Does it work on Verizon? You know, I don't know. It's got a, so what I'd recommend for that, if you want, is go look at all the antenna options it has on this phone, and there are a ton of them listed. I don't know if on the box, oh yeah, even on the box here. Yeah, here under network. So it does GSM 2, 3, 5, and 8, WCDMA 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 19. So what is Verizon? Do you know? Here's another one, and then there's others. So check and see, but definitely it works on T-Mobile. It should definitely work on AT&T because of that. Also, I think they're very similar networks. I'm not a network specialist. I apologize, but you know, again, I'm in the US, so it is working like a champ right now, and I do get the HD sound. It has very good phone sound quality, and everybody that I speak to says, yeah, it sounds really good. So here are your options on the camera. Maybe I should do it like this. So you've got a video option, photo, pro mode. So here you've got all kinds of pro options. ISO, all that stuff. I won't really do there. And bokeh, photo, video. So there you go. Those are the different options. And I've done some photos on this. I've taken some pictures. Photo, come on. Stop it. What's going on there? We'll go back. Photo. Okay, it's on photo. So that seemed a little glitchy. So if we do this, let me see how much of the screen you can see. 1 second. Okay, so you're about right like that. So we'll do this. You're not going to be able to tell. I should do another video showing you like that, and we can zoom in. It does have the focus part, which is kind of cool. That seems like it works. So there's ×4. And I have like really not the best. I should have not backlighting, because this is really a backlighting situation where we've got you know, the sun's coming in through the blinds. So I'm kind of fighting to get the proper light. But anyway. But yeah, no actually, most cameras nowadays on the phones, I think, work pretty damn well now. Actually, Umidigi's coming out with another one. If you check out their website, there's a new one coming out next month. I'm tempted to get that one because it has got a huge megapixel. If I go to Umidigi, yeah, the S3 Pro. So let's check that out here. Scoot the camera like this. Check this guy out. It is a 48 megapixel dual camera and a 20 megapixel selfie camera lens, I should say. So these guys have really got some cool options, and that's not bad. $269 US for something like that. Really decent. Oops, let me go back to the chat window. Okay, on this one, the megapixels, we will look camera. Okay, so it's 16 megapixel in the front. So the front teardrop one, this is 16 megapixel for selfie mode. Then in the back, you've got a 16 megapixel and you've got an 8 megapixel with the LED light as well. So that hopefully answers that question. All right. And again, that's disregard that. There's just kind of my taping. One other semi-weakness, the fingerprint scanner. I've had better fingerprint scanners. This one, even though it feels like it, you know, it reads it, it still feels a little like it doesn't always get it the first time. So you kind of end up tapping it a couple of times. But again, I do have to remind you the price is $200. So there's a couple like little tiny things, or like the camera where I couldn't slide. I mean, that's an occasional thing. Sorry for the motorcycle cruising by. But yeah. Okay, so somebody's saying here, it's Boston Mike is saying that Verizon uses CDMA, so it should work. Yeah, it should work. That's a good way to put it. Now, you can buy it on Amazon now. So even if you were a little apprehensive, I bought mine on AliExpress, and I've never had to return anything on AliExpress. It sounds a little scary if you had to do that, but at least if you're in the US. But you can get it on Amazon now. Amazon has a great return policy. So obviously they'd have to, commit to that. But yeah, there's that. So I did order another screen. And again, I bought 2 of these guys. My daughter has one. I've got one. Very happy with it. Camera, I use the camera here and there. But again, it hasn't been very sunny. So I'll have to do a follow-up on that. What else do we have? So we went through the YouTube thing. You heard that. I wanted to do a phone call so you could hear the speakerphone. Yeah, let's do that. Now the thing I have to do first, just so we don't give the home number away, I'm going to just take the phone slightly out of frame, and then we will see. Let's call the home number. Oh no, not the home. I need to call my number. This will be comical. All right, so let's answer. Oh, really? So it's going to do that to me. There, minimize. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's at max volume. And it does this when I'm in the room. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step out of the room.